Now you know that cookie notifications probably shouldn't take more than 30 minutes of your life. Great, because I'm going to walk you through the process and entire configuration step by step. Let's go. Working with Easycookie is so simple that you probably won't believe it. If you go to this More and Cookies section, let's create a new cookie now. And now I'm creating a new project. You can have multiple different projects with such cookie consents. And the thing is, after someone visits your website, he will just see this cookie consent banner. By default, it's in the very center of the web page, but you can change it in the layout section. So you can have banner. You can decide whether you want to display it on top or bottom of your page, and you want floating or just full width banner. You can have modal, and you can also have pop-up that displays, let's say, bottom right corner or maybe bottom left corner. In here, you can change all the text that appear in this banner. So this cookie consent, you can either click here or you can change the text and the description here, accept and adjust button label. You can also change those labels. You can show or hide the link here. And usually this link is to your privacy policy. So I recommend linking to your privacy policy here. And once we are talking about the policy, according to the law, you should have links that will enable users to change or revoke the consent, because once someone accepts your cookies or maybe adjusts and accepts, then this cookie consent pop-up disappears and there is no way to bring it back. So you should do it in the privacy policy at least. In the data management tab, you will find the revoke consent and change consent links that you can simply copy and put anywhere on your website. I do recommend putting them in the appropriate section of privacy policy. And then once user click on this link, they will be able to revoke the consent or change the consent. So this pop-up will appear once again. Let's go back to cookies. And here we also have adjustment view. So you can turn it off, and this will be really simple then. Users will be able to only accept or refuse your cookie policy. And that's basically two options. But if you want to stay fully compliant, then you're going to show this adjustment window, and you can also change the title. And this little adjustment window is visible here in the preview. So once it loads, you can see that there is a lot of different groups of consents that user can activate or deactivate. All of those groups of consents are here. So if I go to consents groups, let's save it first. I can decide whether I might want to use like personalization here or turn this off completely. Because if I don't use personalization scripts, I can just simply turn it off. So that's less of a choice here. I can edit or hide it. If I edit, you'll see that I'll be also able to edit the info box that appears next to this option. Then we have the layout tab, but this one you already know. And in the styles tab, as usual, you can change the styling, you can change the color themes to match your brand, as well as font family, and also customize all of the colors that appear here. So it's really consistent with what you have on the website. And the most important tab is data management. So here I already explained this revoke and change consent buttons that you put on your website, specifically to privacy policy. The first option is the consent list, which you can turn off or turn on. So this is basically a log that we store for you of every single user clicking different options. We store some data, we store information about the IP and the user. So basically, if you want to have it logged by us, you can turn it on. One possible scenario where you want to turn it off is managing this data yourself. And you can use webhooks for this. So we have webhook here, and you can paste your webhook address to either Make or Zapier or any other no-code or automation service, and then create automation that will let you capture those data about the user-specific preferences and maybe push it to your database, your CRM, maybe Airtable, whatever you want to do with that. So you can do it manually and do it with webhooks, or you can just click for us to save it as a file for you. You can then export this as a CSV file with all the logs, with all the consents. Then you also have the most important thing, the GTM integration. So if you are using Google Tag Manager, we'll send those consents via data layer. And this is the most common thing that people do. There is also some other ways in order to tell your scripts on your website that they should or shouldn't load depending on the consents. But this is a bit too advanced since almost everyone is using GTM.
I will just explain this option now. So if you turn this on, and I really recommend doing that, so you send those consents to GTM. I hope that you are using Google Tag Manager already, as it's pretty handy tool. And in the tags, you should have some tags. So you might have a lot of them, different scripts installed on your website. I just have Google Analytics and Google Ads installed, so 2 tags. One important thing is to first go to admin section and then to the container settings. So here we have container settings, and make sure that you have in additional settings this option checked. So enable consent overview. So you have to check this and then save. And then in the workspace in your tags, you will be able to go to your tags and see this little icon for consents. Now, if you click on this little icon, you'll see all of your tags, so all of your installed scripts, and Google automatically will attach some built-in consents that are mapped to Easycookie. So here is Analytics for Google Analytics 4, here is Ads for Google Ads. This means that when user in Easycookie selects that he doesn't want any ad-related cookies on your website, it means that Google will check that and GTM will stop this tag from firing, so this script from firing on your website. And this is the same for all of the other tags that you have. You can even configure the consent yourself, or for some popular scripts, Google will do it for you, and those built-in consents will be applied automatically. So this is all you need to do. Basically, just turn on the consents. If you have some weird scripts Google doesn't recognize, you can attach the built-in consents yourself, and then Easycookie will automatically handle passing that to GTM. So now you understand why this GTM integration is so powerful. Let's go ahead and save this. And this is all you have to do. So just few clicks and you are practically done. All you have to do is publish your cookie. And now you have a tiny script that you can copy from here and paste it in your head section of the website that you want this to be displayed. That's basically it. So in 10 minutes, you can be done with this configuration. And I really encourage you to take time to put this cookie consent on every website of yours. Now it's not just a matter of law and compliance. And by the way, it's not just for European companies, it's for everyone. But basically, now Google is also penalizing websites that don't implement these cookie consents properly. And this means that your analytics might be displaying improperly, and also that your ads might be more expensive, or even your account might be blocked. So this is really important if you want to sell more products and stay compliant.
So that's all. I hope that you can now forget about all the cookie compliance process. A huge advantage is that your services and ads will work much better with notifications configured this way. Don't forget to check out our community, where lots of people bond over the pain of having to set up boring things like this, like website cookies. I hope I will see you there.